should take your sweater off.
Because I'll see my nipples.
You can unsee your nipples.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, we're recording. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of
Things That Make You Go,
I'm your host, Joe Steiner.
And I'm your host, Keighn Vitti, serving his mandatory community service.
Here on this podcast.
Yes, here on this podcast. That's why I'm a co-host.
Perfect. Well,
let's jump in.
What made you go this week, Keighn?
So, yeah, what made me go this week is it's the return of the YBC, the YouTube Boxing Championship. And if you don't know what that is, YouTuber KSI has been confirmed to fight YouTuber Logan Paul on August 25th.
So this was a story that we covered in episode, I think, 2 of the Things That Make You Go.
A couple weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. So now it's actually confirmed.
Yeah.
Now we have a date, correct?
Yeah, we have a date, August 25th, as I just said. Yeah, they're confirmed to fight. Location will be announced, but tickets are on sale.
Wow, that's crazy. So the last one was one of the most live stream events in YouTube history, right?
Yeah, when he fought Joel, I think they had like 2 million live viewers.
Yeah, wow.
Which is crazy.
So, I don't know. I usually don't watch boxing, but I would tune into this just because it was Logan Paul getting his
big
ass
names.
kicked.
Yeah, big names. Hopefully he gets his ass kicked.
Well, yeah, what if he
wins?
You were saying before
yeah.
He used to be in wrestling at his college.
Yeah, so he went to Ohio State, and he was state champion in his, I think, his second last year, his senior year. So anything at the anything at the college level, I think that's still pretty impressive.
That's pretty crazy.
So I don't know how that'll translate over to, I would call this less than amateur boxing, but
yeah, for sure.
But the guy's still in good
YouTubers,
shape. Yeah.
No, they both are for sure.
Yeah.
And KSI won last time, did he not? Yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely going to tune into this. This is pretty sick.
It's interesting. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see because this is for sure will be the biggest live event YouTube will ever see.
Yeah.
Such 2 big names.
Like the last one I didn't really hear about. Like I heard about it maybe a tiny bit. Like I didn't even really like think about it. I probably did hear about it though. But this one I will definitely be hearing about. Everyone's going to be talking about Logan Paul getting his ass kicked live on video.
This is crazy.
It's going to be a pretty big event. After all his scandals and all his like dumb shit, which apparently they're starting a YouTube or a Twitch stream.
Yeah, he just
started boys or whatever.
He just started streaming Fortnite.
Of course, he's hopping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, he's hopping on the band after Drake and Ninja played together or whatever.
That's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, and I don't watch a lot of like streamers or whatever, but even I tuned in for that because
I didn't actually watch that, but that's pretty
crazy.
Interesting, actually.
It was crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No. I mean, other than this is going to be insane, and that also this is still stupid because, like I said before, they don't have boxing licenses, so they have to wear headgear. Yeah, so it's not going to be a real like. It still might be a slugfest.
Big. It's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be wild for people like viewing this and talking about it. I bet, but yeah, it's definitely kind of whack.
Yeah. So, you know what sucks? Like I said before, it's like the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight. No matter who wins, they both come out winners because they're making a shit ton of money.
Exactly.
Each, which is the real purpose of all this.
Yeah.
Money.
True.
So, never forget that. So, just send that off. August 25th. Tune in, YouTube. I'm sure there'll be links somewhere down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
But, Joe, what made you go this week?
Well, Keighn, we recorded in quite a fucking hot studio. And I'm all sweating.
But we're all about that fire.
Today we're getting extra sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
Because Marvel Studios just dropped a new trailer for Avengers Infinity War coming out April 27th, 2018.
I just got hot
And
flashes.
it was absolutely beautiful. You see all 24 main characters in the movie. Well, you don't see all of them, but you see quite a few of them battling it out with Thanos, the big bad in this one. On his conquest to find all 6 Infinity Stones, which we've been seeing in all the 18 movies that have come before this one. It looks like absolute insanity. How are they going to do this? How are they going to balance this out? Who's going to die, Keighn? What are your thoughts on this trailer?
All right, well, let's address the first thing of who I think is going to bite the dust, because for sure, I mean, this is Infinity War, so hopefully someone dies, and also, too, we have a bunch of people whose contracts are expiring.
Exactly.
So that also kind of gives away who's going to die.
Robert Downey's getting a little expensive.
He is getting very expensive at this point.
Yeah.
But who I think is going to die...
How will you name one, and then I'll name another one?
So, for sure, someone who I think is definitely at least biting... If you like, are you talking about, like, who's dying, like, post after part 2, or are you saying just in this movie?
Just this movie. They can come back in the future. Who's dying in this one?
For sure, Captain America is going down.
I think so, too.
If we get a scene...
I think he's done for him,
If we get a scene with him holding his shield, I would just love for that shield to come apart and him just get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, well, you see in this new trailer, like him and Thanos going face to face, or head-to-head or whatever way you want to say it. That's ripped straight from the comics. Not necessarily him ripping the glove off, but him just standing up as a human guy with some slight superpowers going against this like warlord from another planet who's trying to wipe out half of existence to balance the universe.
With a snap his fingers.
Wow, there you go. Sync the audio. So in this one, we get all the Avengers we've come to know and love. Maybe a little less Hawkeye than I would like, because I'm a little Hawkeye fan. And
I heard he apparently he's not getting this much.
Yeah, he's getting a little shafted, and I'm kind of sad about it, but whatever.
Poor Jeremy Renner.
But we're getting our Avengers, our Guardians, our Doctor Strange, our Spider-Man. Everybody's in this.
So who do you think's gonna die? Who do you think's biting it in this one?
Well, the guest we had on a few weeks ago, Kyle McGuire, good friend of mine, he predicted, and I wholeheartedly agree with, Spider-Man will bite the dust in this.
And then get resurrected.
He will be resurrected in the second one.
Because Homecoming 2
is that perfect emotional push for Tony Stark.
Yeah.
For if this guy dies.
100%.
A kid died on his conscience.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, don't be surprised when you see little Tom Holland dead on the ground after he gets his ass whooped by Thanos. Maybe blasted into another dimension or something. What do you think of his suit? New Spider-Man
Iron
suit.
Spider looks good. I like it.
Looks
I dig it. I dig it.
It definitely grew on me. I didn't like it when I first saw it in Homecoming.
Not in Homecoming. I didn't like it.
I didn't really like it, but seeing it in action in this trailer looks pretty mint. There's some great moments. You want to go over like what your favorite moment was?
So my favorite moment I would probably have to say is when Tony is kind of kneeling. You can see that his suit is literally half destroyed on his chest.
He's getting messed up in this.
And whether or not Thanos is saying
this,
the only
actual human character too.
Other than Hawkeye, Black Widow, I'd probably say
he's got his suit and stuff like that, but he's still a human guy.
He's weak as fuck.
Yeah,
at least
with
Black Widow.
Problems.
Yeah,
he's got heart problems too.
Robert Downey or Tony Stark?
Tony Stark.
Well, didn't
he's got
he cure
the
that?
arc reactor, whatever.
No, he doesn't.
Anyway,
he took it out at the end of 3.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
but he has it back for some reason and some. Never mind.
Does he actually have it back?
Never mind. I don't know. Maybe not.
Joe doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, maybe I don't.
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, whether it's Thanos saying this actually to Tony or whether it's just the way the trailer's cut, he says, "I hope they remember you." And then it shows a shot of Thanos jumping with his fist clenched.
Just
and
right about to
just
pounce on him, eh?
I don't know who he's gonna fuck up, but that to me is just crazy. Like, I'm super excited.
So Tony Stark's gonna bite the dust. That's what you're saying, right?
I think if you're saying post part 2, yeah, I could see Tony dying.
No, sorry, but you're saying Cap's dying in this.
Cap's dying for sure.
I agree.
Dying for sure.
I'm saying Spider-Man's done. So that doesn't mean they're introducing Miles Morales right now. That means that he will come back in the next one.
Miles is active, though.
He's coming back in the next one. Yeah, he does exist in this universe. He got a little nod in Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah. I love that. So did you say your favorite scene? Yeah, it was Tony Stark.
Yeah, Tony Stark.
Thing. Okay. Yeah. So my favorite scene in the trailer was that little stinger right at the end, that little end exchange between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, and he pulls that little gag where he's like, "Oh, we're using our fake names," because Doctor Strange sounds like a very outlandish name, but that is his real name in the comics.
It's funny too because I guess that is his real name too.
Man, I just like seeing the very human banter between these like superpowered individuals, and it's really reminiscent of the comics for me. I know Doctor Strange and Spidey have teamed up countless times in the comics, and that's like something that I'm hoping to see in the Homecoming 2.
Well, if anything, I think that kind of confirms that Strange will be the
more or
MCU
less
character in Homecoming 2.
Yeah, so they said, like how Iron Man was in the first Spider-Man movie for Marvel Studios, that the second one will also feature a notable character. I'm thinking it's going to be Doctor Strange, and they're going to be fighting Mysterio. You heard it here first. I actually think that's going to happen.
I can see that 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, I don't know. Great trailer. That's kind of all the thoughts I have on that. Like,
it's so
insane.
crazy.
Like,
it's so crazy. 10 years down the line, and
18 films deep.
Yeah.
Ticket sales. So these guys, they put tickets up for sale right as they launched the trailer for this, actually, the second trailer. And in 6 hours, it topped highest pre-sale tickets for a superhero movie. I think the last was held by Black Panther before this, actually, the last release. And that sold quite a few. I think that was right beneath The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens for pre-sales. Maybe even Rogue One, too. Nice sitting up, nice and straight there, buddy.
I noticed I was fucking slouching. I'm trying to stop slouching a bit.
Anyway, what do you think about that? That's insane.
Man,
ticket sales.
It's crazy. Like, everything like Marvel's done completely mind boggles me, because this is
It's a winning formula for them.
This movie,
not for anyone else.
This movie just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like it just
It's
blows
hard
my
to
mind.
fathom. Like we've come this far already that we're already getting like the culmination of all these. Like when we were little kids, man, we were
Remember
like,
talking in grade school about the Thor movie coming out.
Yeah, man, and even I remember I saw Iron Man for the first time, and it was just like my mind was blown.
Yeah.
My mind was blown because it was such a great movie, and Iron Man wasn't a character we cared about or anyone really cared about before.
Bro,
the
now
first
they
Iron Man
model him
movie.
after our
Dude, he was
Robert
like-
Downey.
Yeah, he was like a C-list Marvel character, like a B-list. I mean, B-list being
B-list,
like,
I'd say more B-list.
Yeah, maybe, but like he was never a huge character that people
No.
liked until that movie.
No,
He
until it
really
came out,
wasn't.
and now every single Tony Stark in the comics is modeled after RWJ.
He's their poster boy now. Like,
Yeah.
He used to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nope. Captain America
You know
and
what?
Iron Man
Yeah.
are their two mainstays now, and like I'm hoping they kind of put Captain Marvel into the forefront when she like
It's
when she gets her movie
hashtag
out.
Where's the Soul Stone?
Where's the Soul Stone? Probably
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Probably
Hopefully.
Wakanda. Maybe Titan. Who
Better
knows?
not be in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Too many
Too many
Infinity Stones on
Infinity
Earth.
Stones on Earth. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Anyway, that's kind of all the thoughts I have.
Yeah.
I think this movie's gonna absolutely crush it at the box office. Might be the third highest grossing movie of all time.
I'm saying first. That's my prediction. I'm saying first.
If it cracks $3 billion, sorry, I will eat my socks. And you can,
I could see 3. I could see
you
3.
can you can tune into me eating my socks maybe one day. I think we're gonna do a review for this movie.
Yeah. Well, we teased in the main segment that we may have some bigger news coming out towards beginning of April, end of April. So we'll keep you guys tuned into that about
Most
the
likely
future of
end of
E&B.
April.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of
Things that make you go,
I've been your host, Joe Steiner. You can follow me on Twitter at Intereststein and on Instagram at Joe Steiner if you want to see some photos that I took or some words that I wrote.
And I've been your host, Keighn Vitti, and you can follow me at Twitter or Instagram at KeynV if you're feeling particularly spicy today, or if you just want to, get aroused, have a good time. I'm up for anything these days.
Well, maybe not. That's maybe not a good thing to say, but
Yeah,
I'm
and
going
you
to leave
know
it
what?
in here anyway.
While we're at it, make sure you go subscribe, like, and comment
Come on, just
to
subscribe.
E&B Pod.
Honestly, just leave our videos playing in the background, too. Give us those watch minutes, man. That'd be cool, too. Like, share, subscribe. Do whatever the frick you want to. Unless you do not want to, unless you do not like this show, then don't do any of those things, because that would just make you have this show in your feed more. But if you do like it, let us know. Tweet at us. Whatever.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll answer you. We're
Well,
not
yeah.
doing anything else.
I'm definitely not doing anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cry myself to sleep.
I'm going to go finish an assignment that's due tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.